Welcome back! Hello! Good evening. I hope everyone is doing well and welcome to another session of Werewolf the Apocalypse Shadows Over Kempten. Welcome to another Werewolf Wednesday with our little group of cubs still. Let me, before anything, because there is never a session without technical issues. How do I mute that again? I don't remember. I mean, it's not something that is happening for anyone, just myself. I am confused why the sound is doubled for me. Can anyone check if the sound is also doubled on stream? As if it's just...
I'm not hearing it.
Oh, I know how to fix that.
It's not doubling here. It's not doubled for stream, apparently. At least it doesn't sound double to me.
No, I know how to fix that. I will need to kind of refresh the game. Not refresh, I had to log out. On both, because I need to mute it through mine, because I can do that through OBS. But yeah, great start. We never have a day without technical issues.
Huzzah!
They call it scuff in the streamer community, I think. I think it's just part of it.
I'm gonna put this tree on break just so I can try and relog this thing. Well, that didn't work. So I have to log out. Great. As usual, the Weaver continues to hound us. Well, I can endure this hell, I suppose. It's fine.
At least as long as we have problems like this, we know that the Weaver has not suddenly become the villain of the story and is still angry about being ignored.
Listen, it's her one time to shine. It's the one time she's gonna shine in this. Trying to see if I can access configuration through the thingy.
The thingy? The fabled thingy. The only thing that works against the Weaver.
Probably
Exactly.
can't. It's fine. It's trying to hack the system. It's not gonna happen. So let's recap
Breaking into the main
session. Especially for Morak, who came in a bit later. Mundus won't be joining us today for personal reasons. Don't know if she'll pop in to listen at some point, but Mundus won't be playing with us today. But, recapping last week's events, the pack finally decided to venture into the depths of the labyrinth and figure out a way to really traverse it. It worked for most of it, apparently following their instinct, their intuition, is great tactic for the spiritual world, for the maze, in fact, that they're traversing. But at the end of it, they lost a bit of their footing and ended up facing with some nasty little things, goblins, that jumped the pack, ambushed them in the maze, and delayed their journey just a little bit. But at the end of it, you all came to this sort of antechamber, a bit smaller than that, with only one way forward, except it seems a big piece of stone blocks the path. And we stop just about the time you realize there seemed to be an inscription on the huge stone tablet blocking your way. And this is where we pick our session up from.
Beautiful.
Let's get to it.
There's one thing we love, it's a huge rock.
Big
Hell
rock.
yeah. Big rock. Good for hitting.
Did we talk about what the inscription actually was reading? I think
No,
that's
you
how
stopped just about as you noticed that there was an inscription, but you still haven't read it. And let me already grab my notes before I forget.
Perfect. Glad that a glyph teacher is gone now.
It's, you don't know if it's in glyph yet. You.
Oh, fair
Ooh.
enough. It could just be English
Even
language.
worse.
What up?
It could be in
Can Van not
Japanese.
Can Van not read like regular human?
No,
Nope.
no,
Oh, damn.
nor
Klaus probably
nor
can't
claws.
either.
I don't think.
Alexander entirely illiterate.
How-
Words, what are
Well,
those?
to be fair, Ralpha knows how to read because they grew up with books. But right now we only have the Homids as actual readers.
No, now I gotta ask though, because if I remember correctly, Klaus is specifically named Klaus in like the human language because of
Uh-huh.
It's the
reading
name
the
of.
name on the back of a person.
Because someone like, oh yeah, I guess Klaus knows a little bit of English
Or someone else read it to
or
to
German.
it.
Yeah,
I mean, it would be more likely that someone like the Sapt named you that.
yeah.
Okay, I gotta look at the writing on the rock now because I desperately hope it's Lee trying something German.
You really think I would set me up like that?
Yes, I would-
I am not a
I know.
masochist. I'm not a fool.
Yeah?
When I actually go back to studying German, I will absolutely be a cunt about that. But I'm not on that level yet. No, I am arrogant. I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not playing myself this time. I already played myself throwing a maze at you, so you know. I could have that many
Fair enough.
mistakes. No, if you actually stop to inspect the stone and the inscription, the two of you that can actually read, it is German, but in game,
Yes.
and it reads
okay, I was-
not like, because technically that's what you're speaking among yourselves. It is in German. You can't understand that. It's written in human. Let's put it that way.
Common.
Okay.
And it reads, I run smoother than most any rhyme. I love to fall, but cannot climb.
Can you
I'll send it in
repeat that one more
chat.
time? Thank
I
you.
run smoother than most any rhyme. I love to fall, but cannot climb. I just realized something about this riddle and about this. It's going to be fine. Solve the riddle first, and then I'll explain it later. It's not a problem with the reader. It's a problem of surprising circumstances. But go on. The riddle is not the problem.
Oh, in that chat. I was like, what? We have 3 chats. Which
Oh
one?
yeah, no, in Foundry because I want stream to be able
Game
to see
chat.
it.
Ah, okay. We have that.
Laufe glatter als die meisten
Hm.
Reime. Ich liebe fallen, aber kann nicht klettern.
Thank you.
I can't find a way to make it rhyme in German.
That's okay. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying iron.
I
Rather
also
than
heard
iron.
iron.
Yeah.
Fair.
I would have said. Ah, okay.
It happens.
I immediately have like an idea. That's not stupid. It's like my first thought would have been water.
Mm.
Because water runs and there's waterfalls, but water can't go up.
So, how do we get past this wall? Do we piss on it?
I mean, try it. It'll at least be good for a laugh.
Class is going to.
Nice.
You know, I'm unashamed.
But I love it so fucking much.
You're gonna piss on your riddle.
No.
Yeah,
you don't
I'm
understand.
unashamed.
So let me conclude this
human
and then explain
sensibilities.
why this is so much better than what I planned. Klaus, you piss on it and it works. As soon as water starts touching the tablet, it starts crumbling.
Yes!
So, when I made this puzzle in mind, I thought, well, Rotha has the create element gift, so
No.
they would read that
I have my own create
and come
element,
to
you
the
know what I mean.
conclusion of like, oh, it's water, and like if you try to attack the stone, it actually wouldn't have worked. It was absolutely nothing would damage it besides water. So like I thought, oh well, regardless of how they get to that conclusion, I imagine Rotha is going to be like, oh, I can create water and just sprinkle it with the gift.
You do
I didn't
realize
count-
that water is the one element all of us can create.
I mean, well, yeah, it would need to be in a bigger quantity just than a few drops, but I didn't think about golden water. I really did not. Think anyone would come to the obvious wolf
Like, did you
conclusion.
think we were just gonna start licking it like it was in Squid Game?
Like I said, I did not anticipate the possibility of Rotha missing the session and just not creating a bunch of water to throw at it.
I would have picked it before, not after Klaus
So,
pissed.
how does the stone just crumble? Does
Yeah,
Does
it just crumbles
okay.
apart and the path is clear and you can move on. That was an incredible puzzle.
And under my breath, I just say, works every time. Um,
I will need
Without
to make a short of
explanation.
this. I will need to make a short of this later.
Jakob just kind of like crosses his arms and says, "Well, I'm glad we at least got this territory marked."
It's so in character for these group of people playing for that to be the solution to a puzzle.
I've waited for an excuse to animate something. I don't think this one is it. I don't think I want to animate that. But
You coward. You're a coward.
I mean,
Draw
Lee, you could have asked-
draw the piss. Draw the piss.
You could have asked Morak to roll to piss.
yeah,
Yeah.
I could have.
I don't want
Roll for
to
piss.
consider what I would even ask for you to roll for that.
It's okay.
I don't know
We
if
move
I
on.
want to figure that roll out. I'm going to be very honest.
We move on.
What would happen if it fails would be the harder problem.
Get too shy.
He's shy.
Can't do it while you guys are looking at me.
Yeah,
Happens
exactly.
to the
Turn
best of
around.
us.
No.
Alright, so,
we move through.
Yes, to recapitulate, especially for Mora, because you weren't here for that part. So you move in stages through the cave. One of you needs to lead the rest. It can always be the same person. You can change among yourselves if you're not feeling confident in rolling twice in a row or something like that. Up to you, but you need to just tell me like, oh, I want to try and navigate this way to reach the next stage. And I'll tell you what to roll to guide the pack through the labyrinth.
Given that I'm probably first
Oh yeah,
through.
wait, it's also good to make clear that sound and scent are terrible in this because there is a lot of screaming and everything smells like vague.
I just want to say I would probably start with saying like, well, when we followed our intuition it worked, and when we followed Alexander's hearing it didn't.
It was Jakob's.
Not
Jakob's
mine.
hearing it didn't. I'm sorry for calling you out, Alexander. I didn't mean it.
It's okay. All is forgiven.
Like, who here has like a really good intuition maybe? Or Klaus, do you have a good idea?
My idea was to use my nose, but this place is very confusing. I don't.
Everything here smells like a concept.
I don't know what you mean by that, but yes. Yeah, I've got nothing.
Now, your next challenge to pass this labyrinth, explain to the Lupus Born the concept of abstract.
Oh yeah, next challenge. Well, you see, if you look at Plato's writing, there's the idea world. No, I would gather that you have good instincts, though, Klaus.
As sharp as anything.
As weird as it is to in character explain this to you, the best way we had to get through this was to follow our intuition and instincts. And, you know, we got through, and my personal instincts are very much not honed, so maybe that's just way easier. So maybe if you lead us with your very good wolf instincts, maybe we'll just get through real easy.
Okay. I don't. Instinct is. I don't know. I can use my instinct to hunt, but that is because I have practiced it. How does one use instinct to go through this place?
I've been thinking of it this way: of there's somebody that needs help that we're trying to find, and we know that they're deeper in here, and there's a way to get to them, but we don't know how to get there. But our instinct tells us maybe which way we should be heading and which way feels right to be getting there. So maybe imagine that one of your pups needs help, and that's who we're trying to find, and we might get to where we want to be.
Klaus nods and says, yes, I can do that. So yeah, I'm gonna think about this, go up the next fork we come to in the labyrinth. I'm just gonna try think about, I'm just gonna go with my gut. Also important to note, Klaus has I don't know if this would be
Danger sense, you mean?
No, I was gonna say concentration.
Let me check.
Characters with this merit are unaffected by any
Oh,
circumstantial
it would
penalties.
actually, because of the wailing that is happening, the creature weeping. Everyone has -1 dice to roll, but that wouldn't affect you with this merit.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Just think about all the wailing and annoying pups I've had to deal with over the years, over my life, and being like, okay, just shut it out, It's just super simple, just shut it out.
The one thing this spiritist did not anticipate: dealing with children.
Dealing with children. Okay,
so
cool.
Primal Urge and Resolve, difficulty 6.
Okay, Primal Urge plus Resolve.
A reminder that you can always spend willpower.
2 successes.
You rolled that privately.
Whoops. Sorry.
We'll believe you, though. You seem very trustworthy.
Did I? Okay.
So
Whoops.
it's very
Yes,
easy
no,
to misclick and change that, to be fair.
Yeah, no, I was... Yeah, okay, there we go. Do that again.
I was gonna... Well, it's
2
specific.
successes.
Well, it worked. Sure. You move right along to the next stage. Another roll. Are you still rolling? Anyone prefers take over?
Is there any way that I wouldn't even know how to help with instinct is the problem. Like, I would really love to also help, but like, fucking Alexander's idea of like think about your children was the most inspiring shit I could think of. I don't know how else to help with this.
Think of the children.
I mean, you can
Of the
just
children.
keep it what you're at if you don't have any other ideas.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
I mean, you can just still do the same roll, same thing if you don't have extra ideas, if you don't have any new ideas.
I do think with the concentration and the fact that you're just a very instinctive character, I would personally vote for just keeping Klaus in the front, leading us. This seems like our safest bet.
I would ask, you were still like lighting the way, right, Viri? Or like Thorsten was like holding a torch.
I do have a torch here, but I would like end of the line, like keep that as far away from Klaus as I can. Because I feel like Klaus and the intuition don't need light as much as me and my stupid human eyes do.
Your stupid human eyes, yeah.
I mean, truly, it's not helping Alexander at all because you can barely see as it is.
Oh yeah, no, Alexander is legally blind.
Do you have glass?
They wouldn't help.
What? Oh. Well, didn't know that about you.
Is Klaus in its lupus form right now?
Yeah, Klaus pretty. I mean, unless stated otherwise, Klaus is in lupus.
Okay, fair.
Pretty much is the assumption.
Would it help Klaus if Jakob assumed the lupus form as well and kind of like ran along with it, kind of just like giving the vibe of you're not just like a lone wolf hunting for pups. You've got like your whole pack behind you.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay, Lee, can I shift to lupus with little issue, or do I have to roll for that now?
Little issue.
Wolf time.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, then Klaus can roll that with a +1 to your dice. For a bonus.
Okay. So is it the same roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I had to reload the page because I wanted to hear the music. And yet the music.
So I would be rolling Resolve a Prime Urge, or is it like
No, I gave a bonus. I prefer doing it like that.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Bonus 1. Primal Urge plus Resolve.
Yeah.
Five
damn.
successes.
Damn.
Let's fucking go.
Yes, the having another wolf nearby makes everything feel a lot better, much more concentrated.
That is great. You make it across the labyrinth. Effortlessly guiding your pack in their path towards your objective. The wailing becomes louder and louder. And eventually you see in the distance a faint light, almost like candlelight. It's dim, flickers, and you follow right through it till you reach another one of those antechambers. Space opens up considerably more, especially since I think, well, no, you shifted to, so a single one of you is in Krynos right now, but two of you are still pretty, well, three of you are pretty big, because Alexander is still a bear. And a bear isn't small, so...
Yes.
The extra room is definitely welcome, and now you find the source of your annoyance so far. The weeping slows down. It hiccups. The figure sniffs, clears its eyes, and looks upon the pack. It's a tall, gaunt woman with soft expressions on her face, sad look in her eyes. Clothing drapes on the chair she's sitting in and on the floor. And in front of her, a loom full of strands and fabric. Small lantern, candlelight burning in it right above her, creating the illumination you were following. She weeps and sobs and looks upon the pack. Oh. You came. Someone came.
Yeah. Obviously. What do you need help with?
Oh,
Are you okay?
no, terribly not. Days and days on end I've sat before the loon. No matter how hard I try, it won't come out. The lakes of inspiration are depleted. There's nothing to it. I can't weave. But there's nothing, no muse. For days, profound heart block has been tormenting me. I can't, no matter how hard I try. Oh, please. Won't you inspire me? Won't you give me a story worth of eternalizing the soft strands? Won't you muse me to eternalize in the tapestries? Anything, any drop of inspiration.
Oh. Gallivant is not here. This is...
Yeah, this was meant for Rotha, but you can still... it wasn't something I could just push for another time, unfortunately, with the way things were.
Oh no! God, stop! Now we just gotta figure out how two of us is gonna... Okay, who of us is inspiring?
Okay.
I think I have an idea, unless anyone else wants to go ahead.
Well, to be fair, if you manage to do something else that inspires her, I guess it doesn't necessarily need to be a story, but you can try and figure that out.
I mean, you could... To be fair, you could tell us of your idea before you do it. Maybe that would help. What do you plan?
I'm going to ask her to make a handkerchief.
You know what? Go for it. I don't think that makes or breaks anything here, but fucking go for it.
Like, just so I can get a picture, Lee, could you describe this, like, how we just, like, saw this woman, like, how she looks like?
There is a massive loon in front of her, and she's sitting on a chair right in front of it, and she's kind of draped over it. Her clothing is long, full of fabric, and she's just kind of, like, just slumped over it because she can't work anything out of it because she's uninspired. So she doesn't know what to weave.
Oh.
She wants an inspiring tale, something inspiring enough to eternalize anything that pushes her to build a beautiful tapestry. I say tail, something she can turn into like a tapestry, a weaving of something.
Yeah, at first class, like looks at their tail like, what? And
Wow.
then shakes his head and like looks at the loom and all this conversation and just sort of steps out and says, "This is human things. I don't know what to do here."
Maybe it needs a more humanish solution. And I wiggle, giving like a light clanker of my spray bottles that I didn't get to use for the letter.
Hey, you could try.
Yeah.
Torsten, you are the more artistic among us.
Thank you. You can still help though. Like
I'm
whoever
not saying I
here.
wasn't going to. I'm just saying that I don't know how to.
Oh, but if it's like about inspiring, it's literally just like, what are you feeling? What are you thinking? Just get that. Do you want to spray paint this woman a cool mural, like on the stone wall in front of her?
I didn't. You cut off for half a second, and I just heard I want to spray paint this woman, and I was
No.
so concerned.
You want to spray paint like a mural in front of this woman? That that's an
Do you think-
idea.
Do you
then
think if
she
I
can make it into a
open the
handkerchief.
can and just dump the paint on her, she will be inspired?
I was thinking about spray painting her
Should be-
her wool.
Should be
so she has
inspired
color.
to whoop your ass.
Well,
That's what
there
should be
is a
inspired to
space
do.
at least, so you know it's possible.
Okay. What do you want to do? Do we want to do just like an emotional expression of color and form, or do we want to like actually try to paint the story? Do we want to do like cave painting stuff of like what we've done so far? That could be cool, like our story.
I don't see why not.
You know, some boar slaying and some goblin kicking and some friendship making and some sleeping and
Yeah.
storytelling
And pissing.
and pissing
Pissing
against
on
rocks. That's
rocks.
important. We gotta draw that.
Just marking the spiritual world with a picture of Klaus pissing to be forever conceptualized.
It is a sacred part of Lupa's culture. Do not disrespect it like this.
I'm praising it. I'm saying it should be canonized.
It is. I just want to say, if Mandus was here, we'd be shot by now.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe,
Rofa,
I don't
Rofa
know.
specifically. Not Mandus. I don't think Mandus would mind. But if Rofa was here, we'd be shot by now.
Yeah.
Maybe.
With what gun?
No, the glares, the shooting glares.
To be
Yeah,
fair, she can produce fire, so it's there.
I just hand out spray paint to whoever is willing to help. Who's willing to help?
Well,
Ooh, that's dangerous.
I know Jakob's
That's a
just gonna be like,
dangerous proposition.
oh, are you saying that like in character?
No, I'm saying that out of character. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Jakob just like picks up a can, like feels the heft of it, and says, "Story time, huh? All right, I'm thinking we can cook something up real good."
like given Jakob's backstory, I'm sure it's not the first time he does something like this.
I will neither confirm nor deny that as of yet.
Ooh.
So, no.
But your truck looked really cool.
That's the good thing about playing with merits, because this is going to be interesting. You're both... God, why can't I click on the thing that... every time I click on the right tab, first time of the merits, and I'm just blind, I don't see what's in front of me. And I just don't see it, and I keep changing to every single other tab back and forth, clicking not on the only one I need to, and being confused for
me too.
a minute, but it's
impossible
fine.
to find them.
It's not.
You know what?
I personally, I'm just blind.
I think Alexander is gonna shift up to Hamid as well
Nice.
and give it a crack. Fuck it.
This is going to be very funny.
Before we do anything else, I would like to just get an Apecraft's blessing in here.
Sure. You have time to do that. You're not in a. I'd say that counts.
Would you call spray painting a wall in the spirit world a shrewd action?
Well, a shrewd action. I thought you were going to ask something about the gift. Can you get any shrewder than that?
I don't know. I'll take it. Thank you.
I'll take it. So now, this is going to be funny, because before anyone rolls, there's a few considerations before you actually roll. It's going to be craft and...
Please.
I would...
Lee, don't fuck me.
Well, I was going to say resolve instead of wits, to be fair, but, because you're concentrating.
I like both.
Yeah,
It's
it's resolve.
request.
Maybe?
Gonna make a real fast request because Alexander has no idea artistically how to do this.
No,
He's
you don't.
mostly like monkey seeing, monkey doing. Can I make this an expression instead?
Expression is about words.
Damn. Okay, that's fair enough. That's valid.
But what if he graffitis words? I know you can't read. You probably can't write.
I don't know how to spell.
He looks at you dead in the eye. What is a word?
What is the letter?
We just had a conversation 2 minutes ago about how you're legally blind. If you're bad at spraying a wall, we'll not mind. It will look cool.
Well, so long you can sell the story, like...
Yeah.
Not selling a painting to snob rich people. You're just spray painting a random spirit lady back into inspiration. So, it's craft and wits, but before you roll, Viri has two little things that are very good, because you're doing this with your pack, so pack mentality, your difficulty is 5.
Yes.
Alexander's difficulty is sadly 7, because I think rolling a skill you don't have has a penalty. Even though you can roll it. To clarify that rule, because it's another rule that I always forget about, so this is also a reminder to myself. If you don't have points, if you don't have dots in a talent, you can roll it normally with your attribute, it's fine. If you don't have the skill, you have a -1 in your roll, and if you don't have a knowledge, you cannot roll it.
Okay.
So, you get a -1, but for the other two, you have supporter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, supporter oh no, it's social role, so that doesn't. So, in the group effort, you all have like +1 dice. So everyone has a +1 bonus. You roll crafts and wits. Viri rolls it at difficulty 5, and Ven rolls at difficulty 7. Yeah.
Come on. Anything?
Oh yeah,
One successful. Yeah, Chris.
Oh yeah, your difficulty can go lower. I forgot you were going to do this for a moment.
It's 4.
I got 1.
Surprising.
Was craft and resolve correct?
Yeah. So your difficulty lower by another 1, so it's 4 now.
Okay.
Damn.
Because of the apecraft.
Can I convince you that this is a determined action? Probably not, huh?
I wouldn't call it determined, no.
Okay, and I got a bonus 1 for supporter 2, yeah?
Well, it doesn't say doesn't stack, so I guess you would be
But
+2.
I don't get my own supporter bonus, do I?
I didn't interpret it as such. You get a +1 for pack mentality, though.
Is it a +1 or minus? No, yeah. Okay, I think
It's
I
-2 if you on difficulty if you do things alone, and wait, it's +1 to dice or -1 difficulty. Yeah, that's a good clarification. I'm confused now.
You also confused
I think
me.
it was -1 difficulty, if I'm not
It's -1
mistaken.
difficulty. And groups and +2 if I'm alone.
Oh, alright, so yeah, you don't have a bonus, you're just rolling a difficulty for because of the crafts and the pack mentality, so you don't have a bonus yet. Because I think supporter is only for everyone else.
But doesn't, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't Jakob or Alexander also have supporter as a merit?
I have, yeah, Alexander has supporter. That's
So
where
I will
you're getting
get
the first
Oh,
Alexander
it's
+1.
true, so you get from his, yes, I forgot you also had
Perfect.
supporter, which is funny because we just had a discussion about it yesterday.
Long discussion. Let's go.
But to be
over-
fair, that's one of the first things I said in the beginning of the game. Always remind me of the merits and flaws you have, because I will not remember, and I will get confused on how they work.
Woo!
I got 5 of them.
Damn. Just waiting on Jakob now.
Yeah, I just want to wait and first
Wait,
of all,
if both of them have supporter, do you add a +2?
I
Like,
think
is
you
that
would.
going to be +2 for Jakob?
Last time we said it's cumulative, yeah.
So, so Jakob rolls with a +2 bonus.
that's based. Does that also apply for me activating Apecraft's Blessing? Because I am gonna do that.
Yeah, if you do that, you can.
Hell yeah! Alright. Excuse me while I... Oh, never mind. So excuse me while I roll Wits and Crafts at difficulty 7 with the +2 bonus. Let's see it.
I mean, the
let's see it for triple touch.
supporter wouldn't apply to that one. I don't because that's personal. It applies for
okay.
the spray painting.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, then just let me roll.
Get him. Nice 1.
So difficulty 5 of the thingy.
Cool. ST, what was like the... You were saying it was like resolve, right?
Craft and resolve.
Any way I can do like wits for it? Like this isn't just me like
Convince me,
trying to-
because the difference is wits is about quick thinking and reacting. Resolve is about concentration.
Can my conviction be that Van also rolled bits?
What?
It is. I will say the only difference would be that I probably wouldn't get my specialty because my wits and resolve are the same.
Yeah. So it doesn't have to
Ah,
reroll
alright.
solely because of that reason. Because if you said it was different, I was about to say you have to reroll. But if it's the same value, then it doesn't matter. But
the way I see it, Jakob doesn't like spray paint by concentrating on exactly what sort of like image he's making. He's just like very much going off of vibes. Especially the sort of vibes that he'd get like from flash of the moment stuff. Be it just like the adrenaline rush of spray painting someone waiting for the cops to show up, or just the adrenaline rush of going fucking mad with rage.
you know
And
what? I'm
that's
gonna.
exactly the sort
You know
of
what?
emotion you want to convey.
You know what? I'm gonna make you a deal. I'm gonna allow that if you spend a point of rage.
Nice.
You know what? That's hot. I'm going for it.
Of course, like I'm
Angry
asking the Arun to burn rage. You're like, that's what I have, bitch.
Yeah.
That's what I came here to do.
Angry painting.
Yes. Anyway, let's get this crafting on a roll. What did you say the difficulty was?
5, and you have a +2 bonus.
Now watch him roll only failures.
Yeah.
Ah! Nice.
Nice.
That is an incredible work. You all retell in very caveman painting style the tales of your journey so far, and the Arun takes it up to himself to paint the parts about war and the consequence of your rage. Well, or maybe not necessarily the things, but your pain is very bloody. It bleeds a lot. It's a lot less. It still tells a story, but it's a lot more intense in the sense of aggression. And regardless of which part of the story you do it that rough way that's to convey something, but less poetic and more like punchy. And the consequence of spending rage to do things so instinctually, you absolutely smash that spade paint and coat yourself in paint. Because it's your theory speaking for you and interfering the way how you do things.
Jakob just lets it pop and is like, oh, fuck! Ah, shit.
It doesn't ruin the painting,
Yeah,
but
sorry
you
about
do
that,
have
man.
paint on you.
Yeah, it's like, he just kind of like looks at Thorsten like, shrugging. Sorry about that, dude.
This is the moment.
It's fine.
This is the moment we acknowledge the owl fully expected Jakob to do things with wisdom, and here he is smashing his paint. Okay. To convey a message. We love to see it. The whole process, as you each help one another to tell the story, to portray it as best as you can. Each of your styles, transpiring and bleeding through, giving layers to this story. Maybe even incorporating one or two of the glyphs you learned about earlier. Who knows? It's entirely up to you how this ends up looking. Klaus, the whole time you can see that the lady is watching in awe, completely enthralled by the process. And by the time you're done with it, the picture speaks for itself and the loom begins to move. And she begins to move the strands. She works fast. Impossibly so. She weaves and weaves and weaves, and you see that tapestry just forming before your eyes as the different colored strands mix, different kinds of fabrics even. It goes on, it drapes onto the floor, and it leaves the loom, and she pulls it up and extends it. Decked with details in gold and crimson red, a retelling of your mural. Really incorporating the spirit of your journey so far. Even you are inspired by this. I will say all of you can recover a point of willpower.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Klaus is mostly inspired by seeing itself pissing on a rock.
No.
Nice.
It's
And
like I
everything
did
else.
that. Oh yeah, the gold is the gold used for the piss is
Yeah.
particularly beautiful. A fine fabric indeed.
Yes.
Can you tell I have lost it after that one commission? Nothing can shake me anymore.
Good lord.
You tried to convince me to draw a fucking piss. I was like, you're not paying me.
Yeah, because I don't want to suffer alone.
Fair enough.
I think sort of near the end, Klaus is going to go closer, specifically to Torsten. To like bumps his head into Torsten's leg to get his attention.
You just kind of like proudly smiles more to the other two than to the wall itself or the tapestry, and then just kind of and looks down to you.
I showed you a little of how to hunt. Rota showed you a little of how to be a wolf. Show me how to paint?
I would love to when we're done with this.
Good. Then goes back.
Can Jakob talk to this lady, like, after she presented the tapestry?
Oh yeah, she lowers it and turns to thank you all.
Jakob just kind of like nods in kind and says, thanks for showing us this beautiful work. mind if I ask, like, to whom we can credit it to?
She slightly tilts her head, frowns. Oh, you ask of my name?
Well, your name or your artist's name. I'm not one to judge.
She giggles. She looks over at Rotha. I'm sure she'll be able to explain later. But I'm merely an avatar of the Lady of the Loom. I've been watching. You truly are an inspiring bunch. Take care of mine, and keep being true to yourselves. I thank you, truly and deeply. You really... That was a true gift. And I thank you. Before you move on to your journey, I should warn you. There's 2 challenges to come. And there will be opportunities to ease in your burdens, one way or another. Or just state them as they are and face them. There are some who might trick you and might appear untrustworthy, perhaps. Spirits are difficult like that. Oh, the game crashed on the OBS. Amazing. We're back. Take this up. We're back. Everything is fixed. I appease the Weaver. I put it on a leash and send it to its corner. It's fine.
Mommy again.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't know.
Everything is fixed except us.
Yeah.
If that's wrong, then baby, I don't want to be right.
What?
Sorry.
There's
Let's
a
go.
joke in here about vasectomies, and I don't know where it is, but I know it's in there.
What? No, we're moving on. You take advice from the Lady of the Loot, and you move on your journey. You go back into the caverns. I'm gonna test something real quick. For the 4 people watching, it's going to appear like the music died. Okay. It's fine. I'll do that another time. I can fix that through OBS, but OBS makes it a bitch to fix. And again, it's only affecting me, but it's annoying me, so that's it. So you know. Anyhow. You move on. Proceed with the cave, with the labyrinth. And everything is fine. At first, nothing eventful, not a lot of winding paths. Which one do I choose? Maybe this. You reach a different antechamber. Not long after the Lady of the Loot. At first it's very dark, it has that same setup, it's this circular chamber that opens up at the exits of one of the paths. It's very dim. There's just that other pathway on the end of it, and as you approach to continue on, you hear something approaching. Crawling. Something that seems big by the way it moves, and you see that figure approaching from the dark, crawling through the ceiling of the cave. Its long fingers first creep from underneath the passage before it slowly leans in to greet you. A humanoid creature, for sure. You can tell if it's covered in black fur or if it's just this shadow. Almost mixing in with the shadows, but still having this rocky aspect to its body. Horns and a big mouth, almost as a troll blocking your passage, but instead of big and burly, just slender and creepy. Greetings, Cubs. Greetings.
Hello?
Hello. Ah. You would seem... You need to pass through.
Yes, please.
There is still a ways to go, but I can just simply let you pass, you see. Not unless you can riddle me this. He watches for a reaction.
Oh, well, watching for Riddle.
I mean, he's waiting if anyone has anything to say before he says the riddle. Like, he's looking like, if you're okay with it, okay, you're going along with this, okay, fine.
Oh no,
Yeah,
like,
Alexander's
Jakob's just gonna be like,
Mhm.
no, Jakob's just gonna be like, why not?
Very well. I will propose you one required challenge to pass, but if you do well, and if it is of your interest, there are more things I can offer you. May aid in your journey. So let's start with this. One by one, we fall from heaven down into the depths of past, and our world is ever upturned, so that yet some time will last. I will send it on the Foundry chat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That one's way more complicated than the other one.
Rocks. Rocks are upturned.
I've seen rock fall from the sky.
Wait, rocks fall. Rocks fall from the sky?
Sometimes.
Well, if you throw them up, then they are gonna fall down eventually.
But they come from the ground.
Most of them do, but sometimes I've seen them fall out of the sky in big, pretty lights.
Oh, like a meteor?
A what?
A meteor, like a comet?
A what?
Yeah, like big burning stone in the sky?
Yeah, that one.
Ah. Ow. I don't know if that's it. Is he just letting us discuss, or is he like?
No, you can
intervening at all?
discuss. You can discuss. You don't
Okay.
need like to. You can discuss among yourselves. Absolutely. You
He's-
do the whole
he
like
look-
is that your answer thing like before you submit. It's fine.
He looks so scary, but he's so considerate.
Did he actually say why he can't just let us go?
Absolutely not.
Because he has riddles for us.
Blocks your path. Offers a riddle. Does not elaborate.
I mean, Jakob is
I'm-
just gonna cross his hands and ask, so why can't you just let us go?
I'm a creature of habit. It is the rules of this little realm you walk in. After all, you're searching your exit. Are you not? Well, those the games you have to play.
Why don't we just drink his neck?
What?
did that
Klaus
with the
just saying that?
goblins? Yeah.
I wouldn't advise that.
Jakob like just kind of turns around, like not just like dramatically, just like turning his head. I mean, he's in our way, but we don't have to just kill the fucker because of that. He's just standing there menacingly.
But you did that to the goblins. Or
Yeah,
Jakob pauses. I mean, did we have to do that? They were angry, but I don't know.
We probably didn't, and we probably could have hit or run. There would have been very much other options, but there also would have been other options with the boar. We've kind of been over this. We don't need to fight anything if we don't really like have to.
Oh, of course. No, I was just. It is an option.
Is
And now that you have said that, I will reject that option.
What about like seeds falling out of the tree?
why like that?
Jakob, actually, I think I have an idea for what the answer might be.
Okay.
He just kind of turns to the. Does he have to submit the answer to the guy?
No, you can just discuss among yourselves.
Just say it out loud.
You can't like if you
Rob?
say it out loud, he's not going to be like, you answer wrong, you're dead. No, you can't discuss your options before you.
LOL!
Lord, you're dead.
So it's not
You
Rock's
answered
fault
wrong. I
everyone
cast
dies.
splinter
Cool.
under fingernail.
I mean, you can reread the thing and discuss each line among yourselves if that helps.
So Jakob just kind of like looks at the pack and says, so it's got to do with, I have a feeling it's falling rocks and it has something to do with the past.
Mm-hmm.
What if it's about an hourglass?
Oh.
Hey, what?
Ooh.
Oh, you do upturn that so it keeps moving again. That is how. You do upturn it.
Jakob looks to Klaus and says, and he points towards Thorsten and says, what he's saying. Hourglasses are this thing some humans invented. They're just kind of like meant to measure time. It's basically just putting glass in some sort of sorry, that was me, the player, doing it dumb.
Yes.
The
What Jacob says is-
the more anyone explains, the more bewildered Klaus looks. It's just anyone who's trying to explain is just gonna get the very clear understanding that this is not working.
Okay, but it makes a lot of sense. I think Jakob has a very good idea there. I mean, to be fair, they don't fall out of heaven. That is kind of, but nothing really does. Nothing just plops up in heaven and then falls down. Except, is there like God stuff? Do we have are angels real? Because spirits are something. So ghosts are real. Are angels real? Do we have to take that into consideration?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's like a human, but it has wings.
Jakob just says, I'm an atheist, sorry.
Birds are real, yes.
That is what? Is it a bird? Do they fall out? No. I think we should go with Hourglass. Hourglass seems good. But it's a spirit. Why would it ask us about like man-made devices? Maybe he's nifty like that.
I mean, out of character, an hourglass is a powerful symbol, so that tracks.
Fair enough.
I mean, also nothing stops you from trying to roll cold to see if why would a spirit even care about that? Or try and understand more about that spirit. I mean,
I would at least like to understand like the like.
Okay. Wait.
Because-
Hang on. Sorry, my
hanging.
brain is trying to process through this. Remind me again what this spirit looks like.
basically a cave troll, I guess.
Cave troll? Okay.
But really big, slender, creepy, crawly thing.
Yeah, no. I would love to roll a code, but like I said, if you don't have a point in the knowledge stat, you just can't roll it, right?
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you guys.
Yeah.
I've never heard a story.
Do you have enigmas?
Yeah. What's that? I just generally don't really know what an enigma is.
Well, a riddle for once.
Enigmas, like the enigma knowledge is just, knowledge of riddles and like weird-ass mysterious shit, to put it very bluntly.
I remember
Right.
that because that's the name of the Riddler.
Hey!
Could I
His name is like
roll
Edward Enigma.
Edward Nigma?
Yeah, that's his name.
How... Are you sure you want to name something in the spirit world to be... But first of all... I'm just saying.
It's so sad that he died of ligma.
No.
He died of
Yeah.
Enigma.
Edward Nigma.
Anyway,
Who's Edward?
So, what are you guys doing? Are you actually trying to roll anything to try and get a better feel for what the spirit is? Are you submitting an answer? What is going on? Where
I'd
are
like
we
to know a
at?
bit more about what this spirit might be.
Well,
And
that's
see what its perspective
conveniently
riddle might be.
is your roll. You can roll occult and wits.
Yeah, aren't you a
Huzzah.
spirit boy?
Allegedly.
He is.
Ah,
He is Crescent Moon.
you are spirit boy. Do your spirit
Yes.
thing, spirit
Do
boy.
Since I'm trying to figure this out, do I get observant?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
Difficulty normal?
Yep.
5.
Damn. Well, it's
know.
I've met
it's
this thing's
very cutthroat. As you have understood thus far, you don't know if this place already existed. You don't know if somehow the rituals created it for your rite of passage. If the spirits just took the liberty, because you know all that is possible.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, this entire place embodies the concept of a labyrinth and heroes who need to traverse the labyrinth to achieve something, as I've mentioned in the last session, and this is another very archetypical thing, and you really think that is what he is. He is a spirit of riddles. He embodies riddles. He's here because it's not uncommon for those things in stories to have a thing blocking the heroes with a puzzle. So he manifested here because it fits his concept, and genuinely, that's how that spirit works. he will offer you riddles, and if you can answer riddles, he will probably be offered something in return. His entire purpose of existence is nothing but riddles. But with 5 successes, you also can tell this guy is tough. This doesn't look like a small gaffling to you. He's strong. He's definitely strong.
Sage.
He's gonna kick our ass if we try.
That does raise the question. You don't know if he will be aggressive if you fail the riddle, or if he will just stop you and you'll have to find another way to cross. You don't know. That you can tell for sure. But it's a wild spirit. It's a spirit of the wild.
It is. I'm really sorry that I'm interrupting again, but it's so nice of you to say that. You're like, you don't know that much, you know for sure. That's so rude. I love that.
Yeah.
The missile knows where it is by knowing where it isn't.
Yeah.
I do have one idea. Maybe they're ideas that seemingly fall out from nowhere and are always changing and always.
I mean, what you learn
Sometimes
about the
last a
spirit doesn't correlate to the riddle. It's just what the concept is.
Right.
Ideas still, but also ideas. I just think, just because I'm also lore curious, I don't know if that's just something you would tell me or if that's something I'd have to roll for. Would a spirit use like man-made objects that have symbolic value?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, then I would say let's go Hourglass, and if that thing fights us, then we go with the Klaus technique of what did you say? Drink his throat?
Wringing his neck.
I'm going to be honest.
I understood.
Let's drink his throat.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I also heard that. I also heard you say drink his neck, and I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
What a weird expression you got there.
You gotta suck that man clean out of blood.
I mean, that-
vampire wolf.
Let's be real. That is very vampire of the thing to say.
To be fair,
drink your
if
neck.
you rip his throat, you can also drink it, so it's not that far off.
Let's suck this man.
No way.
Let's suck his throat.
No, do your
So-
hourglass thing. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
very sleep deprived.
Oh no, Percy.
We all are. We love you.
It's fine. It's fine. We're all trying to take things lighter today, and this is going great. So you're submitting that answer, Hourglass.
Hourglass.
Can I try to do an Enigma's roll before, just to try to, get a vibe check if this is like.
Vibe check.
In-
You can, yes. Can do enigmas and wits. If anyone else wants to help you, that gives you bonuses.
I wanna help.
And he gets a plus. Well, you can. Well, yeah, he gets a +1, unless you prefer Torsten to roll and help Torsten.
What was it? Enigmas and what?
And wits.
I'm good at wits and shit at enigmas. How you looking?
I think you have the
Uh,
same dice pool. You have the same
Oh.
dice pool, actually.
On a scale from 1 to 10, I'm sitting at the 5.
Same. But I have to support a thing, so you do it. You
Oh,
do
yeah,
it with
it's
a
true.
+1. Or +2 or whatever the fuck the roll then is.
+2.
So
Because
I
of the
get like
supporter.
1 from you helping and +1 from being a supportive. Okay, let's fucking go.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Standard diff.
Stand up.
Oh, yeah. I did not understand what you say.
Fair. I do hope I'm still. Okay, let's just fucking roll this. Okay.
Huh. You're lucky today. You're lucky. 5 successes. Yeah. Your answer is starting to sound logical. Sands in an hourglass. Falling from heaven into the depths of past. Upturned so time will last. You think you're in the right direction, if not on point.
Let's get it.
Sure.
Hourglass.
He stares at each of you, smiles, grows wide, chuckles, slowly opens its teeth-filled mouth. Oh. Very well. Very well. Good job. To be fair, it were sands in an hourglass, but that counts. I'm not petty. You can proceed as you please, but before you go, that will not stop you in any way, but if you would like to hold on a little bit, I would like to offer you 3 more riddles to solve. For each you can solve, I will offer you a boon to make your journey through the rest of the labyrinth easier. Entirely up to you, and I promise no consequences if you're to fail these ones. They're merely self-indulgent.
I mean, if there's no consequences to failing, we might as well try, right?
Yeah. I like doing anything.
Except for a broken pride.
Oh, yeah.
Jakob's just gonna ask. I will have Jakob ask. Why are you offering us this?
Because I want you to solve them, and it feels selfish to demand without offering in return such the ways of chimnage. Your kind likes those traits, and I like when your kind answers my questions.
Jakob shrugs, looks at the rest of the pack. Sounds like a decent deal.
Big thumbs up.
We'd love to take
Yeah.
Alright then, let's start with an easy one. Never resting, never still, moving silently. From here to here, it does not walk, run, or trot. All is cool where it's not.
The sun.
Is that your
Yeah.
answer, or your
Oh, how many answers do we get?
one try? You can only attempt once.
Ooh,
I like the sun. That
I
sounds
think,
like a nice
I
answer.
think that's right, though. I think that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, we go with that.
The
Jakob just like nods.
sun. Good one. And as he says that, you can see light pouring from behind it. That corridor that it was completely bathed in darkness, pitch black, lights up as if the labyrinth is covered in torches.
You said sun, and the sun showed up.
Make it a little easier for you to traverse.
I immediately put a torch out.
It might also scare some less pleasant things that don't like the light. Ready for one more?
Hit us.
Very well. Men walks under. In times of war, he burns asunder.
Oh, bridge. I think it's bridge.
What I said?
Oh, what? What a bridge is?
No, I said I don't know what that is, but what you said, that is my answer as well.
Is that your final answer?
Are the others okay with bridge?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you burn a bridge.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah, nods again.
I'm incredibly pleased. I've had entertaining packs, but you're quick. Very quick. I love that. You will find your journeys easier. It will start making more sense. Now, one last one before I release you to your fate. Surely not too challenging, as you've demonstrated thus far. What does men love more than life? Fear more than death, or mortal strife? What the poor have, the rich lack, and what contented man desire? What the miser spends and the spendthrift saves, and all men carry to their graves. I will post in chat for adding bro.
I know this one out of character, but I don't know if he would be able to figure it out.
This far we've gotten everything that the answer was, and I kind of think the answer could be money, and I hope we get money.
Hang on, I want to make a roll. Can I make an intelligence roll to see if Alexander knows what I know?
I don't
It's a
know. What
player.
do I don't know. What do you know? You can DM me.
Okay.
You don't want to say it out loud.
I won't say it out loud to spoil it.
I think Jakob would know, but I'm gonna let you roll first, Van.
I mean, intelligence and what though? Like,
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
you do have enigmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. I mean, to be fair, I don't know. The problem is that Alexander wouldn't know how it relates to human society because doesn't know human society.
Exactly, yeah. Yep.
I want to hear Jakob's proposition before you say anything. Oh,
Head empty.
Well,
so Jakob.
I'm doing 1,000 calculations at once and they're all wrong.
yeah, I have no idea what this could be.
God, am I bad at math?
That's me in therapy, not gonna lie.
Wow.
I don't know, like, I would say about 4 words in a riddle, and I don't want to understand them. Please, Clark, Jakob, save us.
Jakob just kind of like looks up to the pack and says, "You know what, guys? Well, I got nothing."
The spirit laughs and cackles. The entire cave rumbles. He seems truly joyous. And he claps. Well done, well done, well done! Oh, well done! Marvelous performance. Very well.
What?
He climbs to the ceiling, completely leaves the passage. I will let you be on your way now. And you can be sure, until the end of this maze, you will be thoroughly on your own.
That sounds kind of scary.
After he leaves, Klaus is just like,
I mean, he's in
What?
the ceiling, he's just not blocking the
Oh.
exit.
yeah, okay. Sort of, yeah. As soon as we get past, it'll just be like, what a strange man.
Yeah, I have an idea for Jakob. First of all, the motherfucker's last reply makes me wonder, was solving all his riddles a trap?
No, it's just that there's like no monsters and stuff anymore.
Oh, he seems very nice.
Yeah, we should trust the weird people, is what the nice weaver lady just said us.
Exactly.
Oh,
I mean,
fuck.
yeah, but I'm not just going to trust every single guy I
Wait a
meet on my
second.
way just because a lovely lady told me to, unlike in real life.
We turned the
Didn't she
light
tell
on,
us not
though.
to trust him? Whatever.
No, she told us to trust someone even though he doesn't seem trustworthy.
True,
Right?
that doesn't mean I don't have to use discernment, right?
The what? The what now?
Huh?
I just
I
like to
said
think
that
we're
the-
just bickering as we go down the cave. like talking past each other.
Alright, who is leading the pack? You're gonna like this very much.
I think Alexander is
Yeah.
feeling kind of high on himself.
Let's go. He should feel that.
Yeah.
We'll
He's doing
indulge
the
that.
little happy stomps.
Very
Oh,
glad I
yeah.
finally made a spirit use riddles in a fucking game, because I don't do that as often as it would seem obvious to do so.
I really liked that. That was a very good riddle.
Hello! We are back. Alright, let's slow down and backtrack a bit. Right before you really continue on with your journey into the depths of this. I lost the fucking song. There it is. Anything else you want to discuss with this weird creature?
Yeah, Jakob's just gonna like turn to him and ask him, You mind if I throw a riddle of my own your way?
Oh, no doubt it'd be terribly amusing.
Jakob smiles and says, well, I hope it'll be fun for both of us. And he just kind of like looks up and asks, are you stronger than me?
His smile grows very, very, very wide. The rows of sharp teeth showing. Well now. Pardon if I answer a riddle with another riddle. What is strength?
Jakob's gonna smile and say, well, you got me there. We didn't try answering your riddles with another riddle. But the way I see it, you're a pretty scary guy, but you're probably not the scariest fucker we're gonna meet, I guess.
Well, have you met worse than me in this labyrinth before? Or am I the worst one yet?
I mean, so far we met a screaming lady, an owl, a rat, and a fox. And I don't know you certainly look scarier, but who knows? Maybe they can scare me a lot more given the circumstance. Thing is, everyone else got their stuff they're good at and stuff that apparently they're supposed to do to make sure the pack stays good in doing their job or whatever. Apparently I'm supposed to be the tough guy, the one that makes sure that no motherfucker gets in our way. And if you're the scariest fuck we've met so far, hell, it's good to have a good point of comparison.
I cannot tell if in your life you will meet worse, you called it, than me. It is likely. There are many things out there bigger than me. In fact, there are many so whispers and ripples and things. The labyrinth is now empty. I don't know if there's anything else right outside it that you're going to meet. I don't know if tomorrow you meet something. In a dozen years. It's your warrior's life. Strength. I like that riddle. Your people seem obsessed with it. But what does it mean? Punching hard? Tearing flesh? I could tear your flesh. I could punch you hard. I could do many things. Things that you can do because you're material. Just like you can do a lot of other things. But is that all? If I am the worst thing you met so far, and you've bested me without raising your fists, haven't you won? Is that your definition of stronger? Winning?
Tell you what, I'll give you the answer if you beat me in an arm wrestling contest.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
I
don't know if that's too anticlimactic for your taste.
That. I am so very curious to challenge your resolve. He's lowly, and it's weird because he doesn't crawl down, like goes from the ceiling vertical through the wall and back to the floor. He just spins around almost as if its torso just did a 180. Its hand just reaches towards the floor and it slowly lowers itself, detaching from the ceiling, and he hovers over you. For lowering itself and resting that massive hand. Reminder, you're still in lupus, so this is when you change.
Actually, I did change earlier.
Oh, to Hamid.
Yeah, when I was... Okay, admittedly, I only realized retroactively that I was still on the sheet in lupus, but I did have Jakob change to Hamid narratively so he can spray paint. And he
Oh
did
yeah, it's true.
maintain
I forgot about that actually. That you needed to change because of that. Well, I guess you could try to do that with your mouth as a wolf, but it would be impractical. You're saying Hamid then?
Yes.
Alright. Well, it's straightforward as is. Brawl plus strength. Unless you have any merits or gifts that help you.
Would huge size help? Just because he's better able to... Just because he's a big guy, like, that's the straightforward argument.
I mean, it doesn't really change anything in your test, no.
Alright, fair enough, I'll take it. Strength brawl, you said?
Yeah.
You know what? I am going to burn a willpower for this. Fuck it.
Hell yeah.
I love that.
Beat its ass.
Get him. We're just
Get
doing in the
him.
background like, yay! Your birthright.
Cheer squad.
Hell yeah.
Am I getting like the advantage of supporter just because I got cheerleaders?
Sadly not. The supporter needs to be part of the group effort.
What the
I can help you
Okay,
push,
yeah, fair
but I think
enough.
it's speeding.
Yeah, it's a one-on-one thing, you know. I will say before it starts, Jakob says, before we go, no wrist fuckery. We're playing this square and even.
He tilts its head as if it has no clue what you're even talking about. So let me remind myself. It's, I guess it's it's willpower. He uses willpower. Just get confused by that.
Ah, hell yeah! I'm playing psychological warfare with this motherfucker.
Well, they don't have, you know, like traits like you do. They have rage, gnosis, and willpower in their essence.
I
So-
mean, I know that, but Jakob doesn't.
Fair. Yeah, you can roll. It's an opposed roll.
Okay, so strength brawl, I got a standard if.
Yeah, because it's opposed.
Okie dokie.
Oh,
I did spend the willpower for it. What did?
really?
Whoa.
Oh!
Privately rolled some dice. That's a lot of.
No, the Blarg's mic bugged for me, which is why I said whoa.
That's
Oh.
also what
Oh.
I was concerned for a second.
Like, it cut and then your
Okay,
voice
so I
sped
got-
up, so you got 2, well, 3 because willpower.
Yep.
So, you put all of your strength into it. You steer your resolve into this. Veins start bulging, your face goes red, and you're putting all of your strength, but slowly, the spirit wins. And wrestles your arm down.
Oh dang.
Wow. Yeah.
The guy's like 8 meters tall, it's cheating. The arms are way longer.
And we're like, boo!
It's not 8 feet tall.
No, 8 meters, it's like
Oh.
24 feet.
Oh no, yeah, I didn't hear you say meters. I thought you said feet. Yeah, no, yeah, probably that. Yes.
It's cheating.
Well, I beat you.
Those is the rules.
Jakob just kind of like he takes a breather because he did put a bit of effort in there. It kind of like shoots a glance to the pack, like since he did hear the booing, kind of just like nodding towards them. Yeah, that he did. Beat me fair and square. But you ain't exactly strong just because you beat me, and I'm not weak just because I lost, right?
I don't remember ever saying that. Is
No.
your
didn't.
definition of strength?
Nah. Mine is that one day I'll be able to come back and kick your ass over it. Doesn't matter how strong my muscles are right now. But someday I can win this, and I'm gonna work towards that every day.
Conviction, then. Interesting. I surely hope we will meet again. I am very curious to see what kind of creature you cub will grow into.
Well then, care sharing your name, just so I know who to call so I can kick your ass?
Names. Such. You see that when he tries to repeat that, his voice like wavers, distorts. Such human concept. Such a weavish thing. I suppose you have many ideas of what I am. I'm your challenger. I'm the warden of this passage. I am the Riddler, perhaps. Why don't you name me?
He looks up. Jakob looks up at this motherfucker
Okay.
and says, I mean, looking up at you, all I can really think about is Krampus. And frankly, that's about as good a name as any.
Very well. I will fondly keep this memory. Krampus. This is what I am. I will make a note.
Nice.
Yeah.
You all are free to do whatever. Still. Any more questions to the big guy?
I guess this is a good point for Jakob to just kind of like let everyone have the stage and just turn and ask, wiping his hands off. Well, you got anything to ask of Krampus over there, or should we be on our way?
I think that he was really helpful, and I think that I'm ready to go.
You're way less scary now that you have a cool name.
I will take that as... You called it a compliment?
Yes.
Very polite. So let's see, Jakob, you done with the guy?
I mean, Jakob's gonna say goodbye to him when we leave, but that's about it for me.
Klaus?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Alex?
Yeah,
Austin?
that was awesome.
Yeah, I will give our when we leave, give Jakob like the big butch on the back of like, we'll come back and you'll get his ass. Fuck yeah.
Jakob is just gonna like put his arm over your shoulder, like, sure, well, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we round the corner. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, just so I can sign off, Jakob's just gonna yell
Mhm.
back, "See you next Christmas, Krampus."
Nice.
I see. I'll make a second note.
He will be coming home for Christmas.
When we get past the corner, Klaus is just sort of saying, if your resolve is what makes you strong, then I think you are stronger. He does not have a will, a drive to do something. He just is, sitting in the dark. But you have a drive. You have a resolve, something to keep going on. He only has riddles. How sad.
I mean, the guy knows what he's about, and he's about that. I guess I can respect that. Doesn't mean I have to agree with it.
Anyway, you would surely beat me in that contest. I don't even have fingers.
You could if you wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Like, I have to wolf out sometimes, even though I don't like it. You will have to human at some point.
Perhaps. Not for now, though.
And then we'll arm wrestle.
No. No, because I will surely lose. And I don't like losing.
I mean, look at it this way: winning feels a lot sweeter if you get to call it payback.
Now that I can understand.
I want to arm wrestle the bear, though. Sorry, pointing at it.
I want to arm wrestle the bear. Thorsten's accent suddenly just shifts to Russian.
Thorsten.
Oh lord.
But yeah, I have nothing else to say after that.
Yeah, there will be time for that when we're out of here.
So, how do you traverse the rest of the labyrinth?
Do we just follow
I think
the light?
Alexander wanted to.
Yeah, Alexander wanted to be
Yeah.
a friend.
I'll take the lead.
How so? Are you intuiting? Are you listening now that we can listen again?
Oh, that's a good question.
What are you better
That is a
at?
good question. Is
Well,
there
it's
like
very silent now. Only your own voices echo when you speak.
okay? There's no like sound of like a draft or wind outside or
You could try to look for it, like walking into find it and then follow it. That's part of the role, like finding and following it. You could look for that.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Then I'll make that
That
an
makes sense.
alertness and wits. And your specialty counts.
Sure. Yeah. Kind of just want to like find the way out of here.
That's nice.
To be fair, it's silent. The way is very well illuminated, which is great for you. And it's very quiet, and you also know for a fact it's empty. Two successes, it's almost all you need to leave another roll. Extended test until you get what you need.
Okay. So just do it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Huh.
How about that?
That
How
might
about
do
that,
it.
huh?
That would have been
Whoa!
great for the first roll.
Sure would.
Great. You follow through. But let me just get one thing though.
A cartoon character smelling an apple pie and just like floating out.
Yeah.
So, you make your way through the maze. The last stretches of it, made so much easier by the deals who struck with that spirit. Seems that chiminage thing is really helpful. Pleasing spirits gets you things. Would have thought.
Yeah.
And you reach the other side. You feel that cold breeze coming. You keep on running and running through the maze until your feet feel light and then heavy again. Almost as if you shifted through realities and you spot that light at the end of the tunnel. You all exit the cave on another side, much further ahead, the mountain trail. Still a lot of wind and snow. The blizzard seems to have slowed down considerably, though. It's not that bad compared to what it was on the night you went to sleep. Jakob, what is the animal? Patsy staring back at the entrance. If you know that answer.
I'll be honest, boss. I don't. Like, I can imagine which animal would be more attuned to Jakob, like in one way or the other, but I'm not sure which one he'd be more attuned to, if that makes any sense.
Interesting. Very interesting. Let's make this more interesting than just speaking for you. You all exit, and at the very place you leave, you emerge from, there is this massive, enormous, white winter wolf with deep, bright blue eyes, piercing gaze, covered in scars, some chains attached to its body. While next to it stands an incredible exemplar of a stag. Proud, head held high, magnificent. The wolf growls at it and then towards you. Child, this has gone on long enough. But do you have the pride to follow? The steps of greatness? Do you have that might? Enough with wasting time. Steer your resolve and join me. The stag scoffs. Please. The menace. Resolve indeed, and cunning, and tact is not a brute. He is strong. You want to know true pride, child? Join my hunting grounds. Gah. Foolishness, all of this. I should have you slain the mightiest beast just to prove a point. Can you bathe yourself in blood and glory? Can you do what you must, Auru, to protect your pack? You should join those who really understand. Don't you?
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, you can go.
Jakob kind of like connects the dots and looks towards the rest of the pack and says, Well, I guess they're asking about me, huh?
Seems like it.
Yeah, that looks like your sort of thing.
Guess spirits fighting over you.
Jakob just kind of shrugs and says, "We all gotta keep our fangs sharp, don't we?"
The move.
Not.
Not really.
What is it that you seek, Cup? The Great Wolf speaks. Why does it all matter to you?
Jakob takes a step forward and says, well, looking over both the spirits, right now, well, you're both spirits of Gaia, and I'm happy to offer you the respect you've both earned. So I guess the only thing I'm seeking is why I should pick one over the other. What can you offer for me to respect you?
No. That is... probably the best answer I could have given. To be fair. Stag huffs, puts his chest out. For the passion of life, of course. To run. The brood which truly exemplifies pride and dignity and glory. Zeal for life, for the intensity, for... Great Wolf interrupts. Oh, a waste of time. When your cup is the one that needs to be accepted by a patron, and given the opportunity, why wouldn't you follow steps of the greatest? You think you're worthy enough to face whatever it is and rip it apart because you're worth a damn, then I don't need to convince you to place yourself where your worth is. Strength, greatness. Or are you just another lost cup? But if a challenge is what you seek, I can gladly offer you one. Failing it loses my favor. What would you do then, Cup? Were we both to change our minds?
Yeah, Jakob kind of crosses his arms and says, if you're offering me a challenge, well, shit, I guess you have good reason to do it, so I'd be happy to hear it. If I fail it, he pauses, and he looks up to him. You don't seem like the sort to do half measures on anything. So I guess if I fail it, I'm gonna have to step up my fucking game. Not to prove myself to you, but to prove myself to them. He says, nodding towards his pack.
Oh.
They both eye you up. Stare, sniff. Potential. But if you think you still have any proving to do, then I suppose you truly aren't ready. Very well. Join that of Stag. You both, with that stubborn resolve, seem much more in line. No, not resolve. He just turns around and walks away, disappearing into the snowstorm. And Stag steps forward. While I'm on the fence, while I'm still on the fence on your deference to patron, to high spirits, the attitude is correct. To be strong for them. That wild determination. I think you do better among my brood. If you're not already having regrets.
Regrets? Jakob says with a smile.
You do understand this is a challenge. If you run after him and fight him for the right to join his brood, he will accept you. But I think you've done more than enough to prove yourself.
Yep. Jakob shrugs and says, honestly, I'm pretty sure he'd kill me if I tried. And that's not what's stopping me. But these guys are cool, and I'm not about to just leave them behind so I can go for a wild wolf chase.
I knew my choice was on point. Welcome, child. I will be watching. Seems all of you have done well. You prove yourselves. Just a little further now. Best the storm and reach the peak. There might still be one last challenge for you. I know spirits were congregating. I do not know which has chosen you. I don't know if it will have one last ride, as you Hamid say, to test your worth, or if it will be with its arms open to you. And that's for you to discover. Until then. And Stag also dissipates into the wind. Seems you're a sky singer. You just need to be officially acknowledged.
Ow.
Yeah.
The big diff is that for Fairness is like, I'm already good enough, of course I can beat you. It's very subtle, and also like the whole respect thing with Stag being a totem of respect and Fairings being a patron of war. All you're left to do now is to climb up and end your journey. And given Munda's absence, even though we could go longer and I would like that, I think I will end that here and leave the last stretch of the Rite of Passage with everyone together. Probably what will happen is, next session, the first half is going to be the ending of the Rite of Passage. And after a break, we will finally introduce you to the Sept and the campaign proper.
Wow.
Hooray!
So,
Very exciting!
I would first of all change the music to something a little bit more lively. You know what? I
Amen.
like that one. I'm going to bring it back. One is fun.
Oh yeah.
Hell
First
yeah.
of all, I would like to thank all of my players. Thank you so much for being here, for the amazing characters. Today was a very, very good session. I'd like to thank all the lovely people watching us live on Twitch. Remember, we're always live every Wednesday. Well, when things don't happen, we have to skip a session, but most weeks, almost certainly, we'll be live on Twitch. Starting 8 p.m. UTC, give or take. When there's no delays. And if you're watching on YouTube, sometimes it happens. We talk a lot, sometimes to be fair, before the session. But if you're watching on YouTube, you can find all the relevant links in the description, and hopefully you can join us next time.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Thank you all so very much. I hope you have a very good evening, a very good rest of your week. And I see you in the next Werewolf Wednesday for more awoos.
Woo.
A woo.
Ah, woos.
Very seriously.
Goodbye.
Very much more a woo.
Oh, absolutely. Professionals.
Professional hours here. Bye bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Good night.
Night,
Adios.
folks.